Here we are. Maxace Amber K. Interesting knife. Fairly inexpensive knife. You know, they've had the Maxace Balance S that came out, and that was, what, $50-something. And this one is in that tradition. This is a Bowler K110 steel, but this is titanium, okay? Titanium frame lock. So, no, this is like $118. But if you go to White Mountain Knives, you know, 118 LTK is your discount code. So it's going to take 10% off, which is almost $12. So then you're just a tick over 100 with free shipping. And then here's your overall length, 8.6, 3.8, almost a 4-inch blade, cutting edge 3.7, etc. Blade thickness 4 millimeter. This one is a satin blade here. And so a little late. See, I'm still haven't got over the detent ball yet. So that kind of drives me crazy. I have to readjust the way I fidget with it. I got to get back here. See where this hump is right here? I'm getting and riding on that. And then it's over. And then it'll drop. And I'm too used to being right up here under that bolster. And that's not enough. You got to be back here. But if you get used to that, and you know, the reason I tend to ride up here is because I don't want the flipper tab to miss me, you know, completely, and then this to drop on me. So, but it'll still hit my thumb back here. So this is what I'm doing, and that's pretty good detent. It's pretty good detent. This is a stronger detent. If you like a stronger detent, you'll like this. Because, yeah, this is a 5.5. And most of the stuff I've been doing recently is 4.5. But, no, this is definitely stronger. In fact, the problem with this knife is, if you saw me do that finger flick, is that when you have a lighter detent, it's easier to finger flick. This one, you're going to have to maybe work on that a little bit, because that snaps, but it takes some doing. It's not a lazy finger flick, and this kind of is. Like there, that's a gauge from Kaiser, or my Vexer from Civivi. This is real light detent, but you could just, you know, you're just opening your hand up and throwing that blade out. This one, no sir. Now, does it make it snappy with the flipper tab? Oh yeah, and you've got these stop right here. We'll take this apart, but got this stop going through here. I would say probably moving further back this way will give you a little bit more leverage, although the cutout's smaller, but it gives you a little bit more leverage. Getting up here, I am not able to really function using the stops here, because they're not really thumb studs, they're stops here. And I think you can see where they touch down here, which is right. Kind of see that little area. And then up here, you can see where they touch here. Right there. So, yeah, interesting, but it's strong. So you like a flipper that's got a strong detent, there you go. Finger up under this choil if you want. And this is really sharp. This is really, really sharp out of the box. So, and I should have probably done this to begin with, but here's the scales that came with it. So this is the way the knife is going to come to you. It's going to come with these red carbon fiber scales. See how they look? There's the outside. There's the inside. See that? And this was interesting too. I noticed that. I go, what is the problem? But what the deal is that's where your pocket clip sets in there, and they have machined an area out there you can see for the pocket clip to sit in. So maybe gives you a bit of relief to the lip of your pocket when you take it in and out of your pocket. So there's your lockup. That's 40%. And yeah, that's a strong detent. 4mm blade stock. You can tell it's really chunky there. And did they use the length? Yeah, I'd say they used the length. Let me pull this out just a bit. I think they used everything they could on that. Design flow's great. You know, this comes and goes right into that bolster. So I like the design flow, and you might really like, I think several people have admired this back spacer because it's really a full-length looking affair with a nice little cutaway here, but some really nice machining, really well done, nice and smooth. Pocket clip winds around here like an S shape. Very cool. Although the tip of this pocket clip hasn't bothered me, and I would think that it might, but for some reason my intuitive hold here puts my finger here, not here. If this pocket clip would have been longer to where my finger was balancing there, it might have been, but it's not because I don't hold it like that. And my third finger back goes across it and not on the tip for balance. So now I really don't encounter the pocket clip, so I guess I'm not going to bitch about this because it hasn't actually come in contact with my fingers enough to make it an issue. Nice hardware, not much at all, as you can see. Access with a number 8, both sides, but not here, only one side here. Okay, and I also got a set of black scales, but I guess Justin at White Mountain sent me the black and the white G10 scales, and then I asked him about that, and he says he didn't get enough sets of extra scales from Maxace to provide everybody with extra scales, but he does have some extra. So if I were you and you want a set of white ones or black ones, you might ask. Or if you're just happy with these, fine. I really prefer this myself. I'm not a big lightning strike carbon fiber fan, and I don't think these are the highest end lightning strike stuff in the world. So no, comes in a nice zipper pouch though, you can see. And there's the, you know, of course, Bowler 110 is like Bowler's equivalent to D2 steel. So that's why it's not $200 and some odd, but it's it feels good in the hand. It's got pretty good ergos. Reverse grip, almost as good or better. Very sharp. Very nice grind. Plunge, it's fairly close. It's just tough to tell under the camera. It looks a little off here, does it not? Just a bit. Well, it's hard to see. But yes, that's a solid lockup. Man, that's a good size knife too. Four-inch blade. 8.6, 8.65 overall. 22 centimeters long. And I'm going to guess it's 4mm all day long on that blade stock. And, oh, wow. Okay, 0.17 at 4.3. Can it really be that heavy? Okay, let's check this. 14.57. Let me get my other little mic in here. Wow, it is going to be, yeah, 0.175. Wow. Yeah, 4.4, 4.3 something. Okay, so that's heavier than 4mm. I'm surprised, but I know by looking at it, I could tell. That's thick stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's your centering. I mean, that's perfect. Design flow's good. Used all the handle length they could. And this is kind of nice from this side. Pretty clean look here. No open screw there, but here you go. And that's available both sides. Don't know how that pivot is, but we'll find out when we take it apart. Pass through is fairly easy to disengage. You got a little bit difference in height there, so that's not difficult. That's not difficult. Here we go. Come on. Definitely snappy. Yeah. Definitely a whole kind of different detent there. Man, bang. 5.2 ounces. Not a lightweight, but, it's a good sized knife. 4-inch blade, 8.6 overall, 4.3 millimeter blade stock, 147 grams. So it's not ridiculous. So at least it's, it's not in the high 5s or 6 or any of that kind of stuff. So no, not bad that way. And yeah, ergos are fine. Ergos are fine. Balance is right there. That's good as well. I think it's a good, clean look. I think for $108 delivered, especially if you can talk him out of an extra set of scales, I don't think you're getting hurt. Depends. Do you like Maxace designs? Yeah. I saw this and I thought it was really intriguing, especially for the price. Not being, $250, $300. I thought, okay. I got to give it a shot because I do like the design. Well, I guess we got one way to go if we want to take it apart because there's no access here. And, well, yeah. I've already taken it apart because I dyed the scales and put them on this knife. Of course, the scales were in a separate pouch, but I dyed them and then I had to open the knife up to put the scales on. So I've already had it apart. But I don't believe I had any issues with any of these screws when I first took it apart. And of course, I'm not going to now. Taking this part all over again. And did I get you? No, of course I didn't. Now did I get you all the way out? Yeah. Give me that. There you go. So here we go. Open this puppy up. And see, isn't that cool where that, I just can't get over that. I can't remember ever seeing anybody do that recently. I think the Synergy has one like that does that, but yeah. But I can't remember any others recently that I've looked at. And let me see if I can, pop this away. We got that full length, and that makes it a little bit more difficult to get everything parted. Okay. Just roll it around like this. And this kind of got a long pin coming through here that just now fell out the back. Stay where you are. I'll be right back. Okay. So here we go, and here's this, and you know what? Well, you can pull this away. See how I'm working this? But I think that thing is pretty pressed in there in that area, and you know what? Like right into here, etc. So and right into here as well. I'm going to leave it alone. To hell with it. I don't need it to clean anything. And there's your steel washer. Oh, okay. We got the bonus round here. We got multi-row ceramic bearings. And we have a round pivot. So that doesn't give us any love as far as D-shaped and holding into place while we break the other side loose. So, but we do have access on both sides, so we can do that. So if you see the back of this, this is the presentation side, but how easy it is. And let me grab this. So there you go. There's what it looks like. And you know what? I'm going to just reassemble it with the other scales on here. Why not? This one just comes off. This way it'll give you a look, you know, of what it looks like, what it's supposed to look like from the factory. So we'll do that. So build this knife back. I guess I'm going to come from the presentation side. Throw bearings on. And throw me a blade on here. I mean, as you can see, there's no blade stop. Okay, I mean, so there you go. It's not an internal. It's these blade stops right there. And let's put a little bit on our detent track just for the hell of it. And bearings. And we're good. We should be fine. It's just, yeah, it is fine. And don't have to worry about a D-shaped pivot. So, no. We can put this pivot screw right on here. Okay. So you can kind of get an idea what this thing looked like originally, what it was supposed to look like. Push this through from the front because this is the pin with the clean look to it. And this is the, this is the back. So I've got to set my pocket clip on here and it'll go over this area as well. So it just sets right in there, okay? Then we're going to put the screw in. So they've incorporated all that together, which is kind of nice. Right into the build. And okay. So there's a little fitted area for this pocket clip to go into, and then of course a milled area under here for that correspondingly. And it looks centered, and there's no play in it. Just wonder if my action's decent. Oh, okay, okay, wow. I hit that right on, I guess. So I guess we went bass backwards because there we are. This is the way it came from White Mountain Knives. I dyed the white G10 scales and put it on there, so maybe you do prefer this. It's not a bad look. It's just the lightning strike. If they're really high end and done and it's maybe sculpted or something, but this I've seen on several others and I'm just not that into it. I think it's a little maybe novelty or gimmicky. I don't know, but maybe not. You know, that's just my call on that. This is also not going to give you the kind of, you know, traction that you're going to get from this, from a G10 scale. Regardless, you've got choices. Nice. All right, I'll leave you alone. Interesting knife. No thumb flicking for me, but it's definitely got detent. And you know what we do around here. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.